TrillerTheRealLulBenzie, and we have
Coach Goliath.
And today, Goliath has some questions and things that we were going to go over a little bit. I tried to give my Instagram a chance to ask some questions, but I guess y'all fumbled the bag today, so we're going to go ahead and go with Mr. Goliath's, topic.
Okay, so the first question I wanted to ask to Benzie is, what's one thing that you've changed through coaching?
It's a long list of stuff. The one thing I've changed through coaching is reactions and results. I'm going to say those two together, reactions and results. You have taught me a lot about how to plan out and what's the result of certain things, and how to handle it, how I feel comfortable and not by everybody else criteria, because I'm not normal. I'm normal, but I'm not normal. And the path that I'm going on, everybody is not traveling. And lately, like, if I had an issue in a situation, I've kind of been, like, lately taking the good part out of the situation. Like, most recently, I didn't get partnered on Twitch, and I didn't take it bad. I was like, okay, I didn't get partnered. I'm not ready yet. Simple as that. I mean, it hurt my feelings a little bit, but I wasn't tripping because I know what I need to do and what I need to focus on, and it wasn't no issue with me. So it was like, okay, cool. We're just going to go ahead and go from there.
Yeah,
so that's kind of how I feel about that. That's one thing, but there's multiple things that we've worked on.
And that's a good one, though. That's very important. So the next question I have is, what has been your experience with life coaching?
One of the best, because in life I really didn't have designated people to talk to, especially if I did have people to talk to, they was dealing with their own traumas, and people that was dealing with their own traumas that tend to give advice. The trauma kinds of seasons the meat a little differently. It seasons the meal kind of differently when you're having trauma held over your head and you're trying to give advice. So he's kind of been my clear whiteboard where I project something on him, and then we break it down, and then we understand and we figure out what's going on and what we can do to move past it or grow past it. Because I do have a whole lot of issues that tend to pop up on a daily basis. But lately, I have been actually handling them really good.
Not only handling the things that are going on, but taking on any opportunities and anything that is needed to move forward, to get you to a better version of yourself, continuing to work hard, continuing to do those things. Those are the things that I'm really proud of, that I'm watching you do and watching you go through. So, okay. What do you think is my best skill with coaching?
Clarity. You give really good clarity. Even with situations that you have never walked a mile in, you also give good clarity when it comes down to it. A lot of people don't understand, when you're chasing your dreams, you're chasing goals, you're chasing things that is not the normal and not to society's standards. You tend to have a lot of naysayers. And even with him doing the job that he's doing, that is a good society job, and the stuff that I do, he still doesn't let his points of views or perspective hinder my growth or cover up what I have going on. I'm an entertainer, and I have a list of other things that I do, and we go about them as just as regular incomes. Like, we go at them at like whatever is required of me. And I like the fact that he gives clarity. It's clear. It makes more sense after I'm done talking to him. It's more or less me bouncing ideas off of him and really getting good clarity on topics that I choose to talk about.
Okay. Appreciate that. Great skill. Name something you are currently working through.
I'm kind of working through a little bit of anxiety because I have stopped a lot of things based on people overall. A lot of people, like, for instance, my business. I was going crazy this summer with my business, and I was really giving it literally every ounce of time that I had available that I could give to it. And I felt some type of way because a lot of people don't understand when you're making and doing a lot of sales, you don't have time to sit there and call every individual person. I'm not Amazon, I'm not Walmart, I'm not Target. I am a businesswoman by myself and only have limited help. And a lot of people are like, oh, get help. Like, just remember when I was literally paying everybody around here. I was spending almost $3,000 a week paying so many people to help me run my business. They're like, oh, you need more help, you need more help. They don't understand that a business takes time to grow, develop a solid foundation, everything. A good business does not develop overnight.
Yes.
And that's what people was expecting from me, expecting Walmart and Amazon vibes when I was a young black woman trying to grow my own business, and it became so overwhelming. Yes. I had people literally threatening me because, oh, I didn't say thank you to them. Give me my money back. Oh, you didn't tell me thank you. Give me my money back. My website gives automatic thank you cards and sends out stuff, and then that's it. I can't tell every single person thank you for buying and supporting me. I can't. It is hard. I don't have time to sit down and tell every 30,000 people on YouTube, every 257 follower on Instagram, every 109,000 follower on Facebook, and that's just to name my main pages. I can't tell y'all all thank you. Yep. I can only say thank you this way, and people don't get that, and it hurts me so bad to the point where I quit doing my business. Exactly. I stopped. Exactly. I said, you're not going to disrespect me and tell me that the only reason I'm surviving out here is because of y'all?
Right.
You and Justin would get so mad at me. My coach would get so mad at me because I would shut everything down.
Yep.
To prove a point. To prove a point, I would shut it down. The business, I shut it down.
Yep.
Everything. And he was like, why? What are you doing? And I said, I got to prove a point. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's part of my ego. I don't like people telling me they made me. Yes, my followers made me. Yes, my supporters made me. But because I gave y'all something to make. I gave you the contact. I gave you the rawness. I gave you the love. I gave you the sweat. I gave you the tears. And some people don't understand I have my breaking points. And that was one of my breaking points.
And you know what? I want to add a couple things to that. First off, this young lady and the things that she was able to accomplish by herself, the things that she was doing by herself, grown men and women in their 40s and 50s are not accomplishing the things that she is accomplishing. And she's doing it by herself. She's figuring it out. She's running her head up against the wall. And when it doesn't work, then she tries again. And it's amazing. So I can't do nothing but be proud that I'm able to be here and help support her get to where she's going. And the other thing I wanted to add to that is I want to demystify a little bit really quickly anxiety. Everybody deals with anxiety. Everybody has a level of anxiety you deal with. Anxiety is just another level of stress. It's just how you feel about something that you're walking into. Anxiety is also something that is telling you, it's your body's reaction telling you that there's something wrong. It's something you didn't finish. It's something you didn't complete. It's something you're thinking about. It's something that you have to work through. Anxiety is not always a bad thing. We just have to recognize it and then understand what we need to do so that we can get through it. So you're not blocking what you need to accomplish with that level of anxiety. The last question is, how do you feel about coaching now after having a coach for almost a year?
I love it. I'm going to keep him whatever levels that I reach. I'm going to keep him. He's not going anywhere until he quits coaching. That's the only way he's going to get rid of me as a client. Like, I guarantee you, that's the only way he's going to be able to get rid of me, unless he does something against my beliefs and my standards, and he doesn't do that at all. He's very professional. He keeps everything under wraps. He's very organized, and I respect him as an individual person. He's going to always have me as a client. There's not going to be a doubt where I'm not going to have him as a client. If anything, I will be one of his top clients. You feel me? So that's just how I feel about it, because his work speaks for himself. He has actually helped me clarify a lot of things in my life. Like, I know what I need to do and I know what I have to do, but because of me being nervous and anxious and everything else, I bounce it off of him and he just clarifies what I already know. Like, oh, you already know what you're doing, so what's the problem?
Right.
What's the issue?
Right.
What's bothering you? He goes into that. And then if I don't have no legitimate word or question or plan to rebuttal that, then he be like, okay, well, then there ain't nothing to talk about. Exactly. There ain't nothing to talk about. We talking about something else then.
Right.
Like, so I really enjoy him as a life coach. Like, he's a very beneficial part of my life and my team for growing, for success, you know. And I really recommend him. A lot of people don't understand that in order to get healthier in life, you have to extend your resources to get better resources. Like with him, I make sure I pay him what he's worth, and he's worth it. You see what I'm doing. You see how I'm grinding. You see where I've came from. For the followers that's been here from day one, before all my relationships, before everything, I want to thank y'all for being on this journey with me, because I came from the mud. I came from the straight mud. A lot of my followers don't know, before I moved to Atlanta, I was in the straight hood. I was in a trap house. You feel me? So it's like, I appreciate the ones that hung on as long as they could with my growth. A lot of y'all are not going to hang on to me when it's time for the next level. A lot of y'all are not. You feel me? And I'm just letting y'all know, because everything that I'm transitioning into becoming, a lot of y'all won't be around for. And I'm okay with that, because everybody in my life that I knew 5 years ago are no longer in my life. The people I knew 10 years ago are no longer in my life. It's part of life. You're gonna outgrow people and situations, and you're gonna grow. And the people that want to grow with me and see me transition, I most definitely appreciate that.
That's it. And I'm very happy that she decided to work with me. There was an interview process. She reached out. We had a conversation. I had to make sure it was a good fit for me. She made sure it was a good fit for her. And then we got to work. But the most important part about all of this is I want to demystify coaching, life coaching and therapy for Black and brown people. That's my goal. My goal is to change the world. My goal is to help everybody understand that if you need a coach, if you need therapy, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. I've had a therapist. I've had a coach. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you, because you can use help. You can use another perspective. It's all about perspective. And if you can get your perspective right, that's the first step to getting everything that you need to get right. So Black and brown people, let's stop acting like there's something wrong with us because we need some help. We all need some help. Nobody gets there alone. Nobody figures it out alone. So I'm not saying it has to be me, but if you need some coaching, if you need some help, if you need some therapy, please reach out to somebody. Please reach out to somebody. It's very important. It's very important. We have to get our mental capacity together. We have to get our feelings in line and stop leading our lives by how we feel. We have to lead our lives intelligently. So that's my purpose. That's what I'm doing. And, I'm appreciative to have the opportunity to work with somebody like Benz and get her to this level. And all my other clients, I'm so appreciative for having them and working with them. And this is what I do. I don't have a job. This is what I do. This is my job. So, she dying right now. She needs the water.
Because my throat has been really dry, and I got to start running my humidifier.
I understand. So, that's really it. I'm very appreciative. It's super cool to be in this position. And this is what my life is leading to, and this is where I'm going. Hopefully, I can help her grow and get to her goals, and we can keep pushing.
Most definitely. Like I said, unless you're going to stop coaching, there's no way you're going to get rid of me. So
right.
You might as well get ready for this long journey, because I'm not stopping no time soon.
That's
so.
it.
Yeah, they gonna be seeing me for a while. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If y'all keep trying to figure out why I'm looking at my watch, it's because I have the camera on back camera, and I'm actually have my watch and my phone connected, so I actually can see everything that's going on in my video right now. I'm just trying to make sure that the connection is really good.
Yeah.
But overall, like, we're gonna be doing more segments. I do be doing polls on Instagram where you can ask him questions, or even in the comment box below. Leave comments down below that y'all want him to answer, because he's more than willing to answer. It's just he has to have questions to answer. So don't be afraid to ask him something. He's here for that. And then he has his own platform that he's building on. Like I said, I'm going to put his website in the comment box below, so you guys can be able to go look at him. And check him out. And other than that, I think I'm pretty good today.
That's it. It's all good things.
I want to thank y'all guys for checking out this video. I will be having this posted very soon, and I appreciate you for recording this. So
that's it.
So now it's time for me to get on Twitch, because we done overran about 15 minutes, and they gonna chew me out. So thank you guys. I appreciate y'all.